Let's talk about one of the most invisible, yet most draining emotional killers: shame. Have you ever noticed that when someone carries too much shame, people can easily judge them, control them, even silence them? It's like an invisible rope wrapping around your chest, whispering, "You're wrong. You don't deserve it. You should apologize." Among all human emotions, shame sits at the very bottom. It's right next to despair and helplessness, just one step away from death itself. So why does shame control us so easily? Because the first reaction to shame is always, "I'm the problem. I'm not good enough." When your needs are rejected, you think, "I don't deserve it." When someone helps you, you immediately feel guilty, afraid to accept kindness without paying it back. You put everyone else's feelings first, and quietly erase your own worth. Think about it. You didn't get into the university your parents hoped for, and your first thought isn't sadness, it's, "I've disappointed them." At work, you give more than anyone else, but when others get promoted, you blame yourself. Even when a salesperson brings you extra clothes to try on, you feel guilty for not buying. That's not kindness. That's shame manipulating you, suffocating your freedom. But here's the thing. Shame is not the same as guilt. Guilt says, "I did something wrong, I can fix it." Shame says, "I am wrong, I don't deserve to exist." It doesn't attack your behavior, it attacks you. It makes you shrink, want to hide, want to disappear. And that shame? Most of it was trained into you. When you were a kid, maybe your parents said, "You're older, how can you eat your little brother's cookie? I don't even have new clothes and you want a dress?" Every message was the same. Your needs are bad. So you learned to suppress, to please, to stay small. You stopped asking for things, stopped arguing, stopped shining. You became the good one. But that obedience came at a huge cost. Because behind every shame you carry, there's someone benefiting from it. Things that they should feel guilty about, you took the blame for. When you felt ashamed for wanting a chicken leg, your parents didn't have to face their own embarrassment about not affording it. When you let your brother have the cookie, your parents avoided the guilt of favoritism. When you feel unworthy of a raise, your boss avoids feeling guilty for exploiting you. Even in relationships, when a woman feels ashamed for asking for affection and gets rejected, it's her shame that protects her partner's ego. So yes, behind your shame, someone else is always comfortable. How do you break that cycle? Stop trying to be the good person. Be a strong person instead. Other people's opinions? Overrated. Because shame is a social control mechanism, the easiest way to make you give up your power. They call you selfish, so you stop asking for what you deserve. They call you rude, so you silence yourself. So remember this: don't be nice, be tough. You're allowed to be imperfect. You're allowed to have needs, emotions, and boundaries.